Hello everybody, welcome back to, I've kind of lost track on what episode we're on. I haven't uploaded in a really long time, but that's not to say that I haven't been working and getting stuff done. In fact, I've even been recording videos. I've just not been happy with the way any of them have turned out, and have not gone through with any of them. So welcome to the crib. Now let me show you guys around here. If we go this way, and we go this way, this is lucky. I got a well here with my desert temple, and the wells also, when you find them, can have, yep, right there, see? I think this is episode 8, and you probably don't recognize where I am at all. And I'll be honest, because I have to, a lot has changed since my last episode that I released. Not only with the world and the progress we've made on the world, but also the way that we're making progress on the world. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. You ready? That's right. Me and Jack had a very, very long discussion about how we wanted to move forward with this world. It has been our bedrock survival world for the longest time. This is more something that I wanted to do, as my life has just gotten kind of crazy recently. In a good way. I'm recently married. I'm very active in the gym. I've got a job outside of this. It's summer. I've got a new house and have been working tirelessly on yard work, building fences and stuff like that. And I just don't have time for the survival grind anymore. Me and Jack got to talking, and we think that this is going to be the best way to move forward, because before I just wasn't able to get any work done on the world. And you know, when I've only got an hour, maybe a day to spend building and doing stuff, when I'm on survival, that just isn't enough time to do anything. Especially with the project here of Enoch that I'm trying to tackle. It's huge. There's so much work to be done, and I kind of feared that in survival that it just wasn't going to be possible. It would never be finished, and I would just never be able to work on it because it's always just a grind. So I'm super excited to show you guys the progress here that we've made. I decided to make this video now. Obviously you can see I am in a newly constructed cathedral that I've been building here in creative the last few days. And I'm working on the interior, which is a lot of work. Obviously this is not anything close to done. It still looks terrible in here. This is exciting, and I think I want to build the interior of this up with you guys, at least, you know, minus what I have already built, which is obviously the floor. I put this cool little star pattern thing here in the floor, which I think looks pretty cool. Kind of like a sun with a black star kind of outlining it. Yeah, kind of just designed that and thought it looked really cool. Again, not very survival friendly. As you can see, this is all netherite blocks, which this is a lot of netherite blocks here. And then these are all lodestones. And those are all smithing tables, but yeah, not exactly survival friendly. So now that I'm here in creative, I feel like I can get even more creative with the way that I build stuff. I'm not really limited to survival. So not only will my building be faster, but my building style will also have a lot less bounds as survival puts on it. So I'm sorry if this disappoints any of you guys who like to watch survival videos. That's me, by the way. I love watching people do crazy stuff in survival, and it was pretty fun being that person for a while, but I don't have the time, and I don't see myself having the time anytime soon. So we made the hard decision of switching from survival to creative. And of course, I still have a copy of this world from where I left off in survival, so that if for whatever reason I ever wanted to go back, which I don't see ever happening, because like this church here, I'm not going to rebuild it in survival. In fact, this was kind of when we switched from survival to creative. This church here was kind of this was the big thing. It was like, okay, I can just go crazy now. I'm in creative. I don't have to really think about survival limitations and I can get done in a, you know, proper time. And so I went ahead and constructed this cathedral as kind of just that transition of, you know, it's not survival anymore. I can just go out crazy on this. So I want to show you real quick the original church that I had constructed that I was going to build in survival. I have it just over here. I used structure blocks to keep it because I didn't want to completely get rid of it. But this is the survival church that I was planning. Still pretty good sized, nice and large, but yeah, definitely more of a survival build. It's not quite as big. It's still got a cool, I think, wow factor. I think the church looks great. I'm keeping it in case I ever want to build it again, or at least just to save it to show that I have built it, because I think it's a cool church. But yeah, I kind of just decided to go all crazy and make a cathedral instead. So I constructed this up, which is not completely finished yet, I don't think. There's still a lot of maybe different things that I could do with it. But I'm pretty overall happy with the way that this cathedral has turned out. I mean, I think it looks pretty epic. But yeah, I do want to show you guys all the other progress that we've made here on this video. So let's just go back up to the church here, and let's go ahead and walk down some of our streets. So obviously, lots of these buildings are different. That building there, that's the inn. So we had that built up last episode. The last episode that I did, we built that inn up, as long as did some things on the fort. So yeah, since then, all of these buildings have popped up and are new. So we've got just different buildings with various trades. This I had in mind for the people that take care of the cathedral. The priests, the monks and whatnot, cleaning people, nuns, I don't know. Maybe the nuns would have to have a different house because they probably wouldn't stay with the priests. But you get the picture. This is kind of, I think, the people that would take care of the cathedral would maybe live here really close by. And then we just got another house here, a little shop, making good use of the new blocks that were added and items that were added. As you can see, I just put like a flower pot on this vase, and it makes a cool little jug looking thing. And so I've kind of got those scattered abouts. And I love these decorative pots. I think they're probably my favorite block here in Minecraft right now, as far as decorative blocks. For medieval building, I feel like you can put them anywhere. And so here I just made a little oven, kind of an area where they'd smelt the clay and make the pots and vases and stuff. So I think that looks pretty cool. And then maybe the person that makes those, I don't know, maybe they stay here in this building. Maybe this is a different shop for something else. As you can see, we've kind of got thing here, some firewood as well as coal. And I kind of just used this block under to kind of look like coal. So we got firewood and coal for making these here pots and stuff. And then we just continue down the streets. I'm gonna go ahead and change the time because I feel like the sky's getting dark. Well, maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, and we kind of split off a few different ways. That goes off to our port there under the city wall, the gatehouse there. And then we've got this direction here, which goes to a different district of the city. So this will kind of be the shop. Not this isn't going to be the shopping district, but this is going to go into more stores and stuff like that. And then out this way, I think, is going to be more houses and stuff. So I haven't built out this way at all. I think that cathedral looks so epic. Super happy with the way that turned out. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see down here, this is more survival stuff. When I was doing survival, I kind of have some honey here, as well as I've got a bunch of sniffers that are uncovering seeds that I put all throughout here. Yeah, I kind of went crazy on the sniffers. Don't really need them anymore, but because this was a survival world to start with, I'm gonna leave them. And I kind of like that little pen that they have back here. I think it looks pretty cool. And then this kind of will wrap us around. Here's the entrance to the fort in here, right? And then we got this little area that brings us back to kind of the main road running through the city, where we've got the port right there. And then if we go here under this underpass connecting to the inn, this is going to be the shopping district. And look at that reveal on the church. Obviously, a lot of this still looks terrible. These walls are plain, the ground's not in. If you use your imagination and pretend like this doesn't all look terrible, I think this is going to be a really cool reveal here on the cathedral. And yeah, this is going to be the shopping district, kind of all dedicated to this huge area. So we'll have lots of stalls, a few houses, but I want to keep it mostly open. I'll probably dot some trees around here, make it look nice and lush. And then of course our castle is going to be starting over here, kind of around this area. So yeah, quite a lot of work here has been done since I did my last video, right? That's the inn right there. And this little courtyard right here, that's what we covered in the last video. We built that and that. And since then, as time limited as I've been, a lot of this, actually most all of this here was done in survival. And I just started building it up. It was repetitive. I wasn't really happy with any of the quality of videos that I had, because everything just seemed kind of repetitive. And at the same time, I wasn't building near as much because life's gotten crazy, which is a good thing. This is just kind of a huge update here. From where we were to where we are now, right? We've got a little bit of the city built up, still not much compared to the entirety of this city. It's going to be quite large, but we got a good amount here done, which I think looks pretty cool. And I want to show you guys some of the far views. I am still in a realm, of course, with Jack, so I can't go too far back or we start to lose render distance if I want to keep that cathedral in the shot. But look at this. Does that not just look so cool? Having the houses popping up behind the wall, and then having the church really just towering over everything. Looks really nice, and I think it looks even better from this side. Granted, we don't have any houses yet on this side, but we get the length view of the church with that tall tower of the church behind it. And yeah, it looks so cool and humongous. Super proud of the way this church came out. And I want to just jump right in to building the interior. Just wanted to give a little update for those of you who have been watching for a while, and definitely let you guys know what I've built so far and how we're going to be progressing forward in this series. Again, I apologize for any of you survival lovers. I'm right there with you. I am a survival lover. I do love Minecraft survival. It's just such a grind, and I just don't have the time for it at the moment. So creative it is, and I'm quite excited about the creative aspect here because I think I can just do a lot more. And, well, hence the name, I can be a lot more creative now. A few episodes ago, this is kind of where we had built up the port area. Missing boats. Yeah, I need to build boats. Now that I'm in creative, I actually might take those on eventually, or maybe I'll just keep coming back and build one here and there, but I still haven't done that. And then of course, yeah, we've got our city view here. Let's just walk through the streets one more time and we'll make our way to the cathedral, where we will start doing some interior work. I haven't done any interior work on this series yet at all, because I kind of hate doing interior work, but we got this huge cathedral now, and look at that reveal there down this street view. Oh yeah, that looks very nice. When you got just such a grand cathedral like this, you have to do an interior on it, and I've got a lot of cool plans for the interiors of this here building. And just like that, we've got an interior. So this took me all of a couple hours to make, and I think it's turned out really good. Although I'm not 100% done with it here, I think I've got the basics done, and I think it's looking really cool. So of course, that's our main front door here down this hallway. If I go outside, take a look at the cathedral, right? Main front door, and then I've got the entrances on either side, right and left. So let's go back through the front. And yeah, this just feels so grand in here. It's so open, it's massive. You can see there is another floor up there, which I've done the floor aspect of putting everything in, but I haven't actually made a way up there. But there will be a way up there. And then here we've got kind of the stage. So we've got the area where the preacher would preach from, right? Be able to kind of see the congregation. We've got all of our pews here lined up, which I think look really cool. Lots of red and white candles are what I decided to go for. I think they look pretty Catholic-y, pretty Roman Catholic-y. I don't know, maybe not. I'm not Roman Catholic myself. I'm just in love with the Gothic kind of Catholic cathedral style. So this has been a ton of fun for me to make and decorate the inside of. I think it's looking pretty cool. So let me just show you around. Obviously, we've got these little areas here that go around. I haven't done anything, and I apologize because it's probably, yeah, it's very dark back here, but we do have a space that kind of wraps around back there where the choir maybe would come out from, or I don't know. And maybe the choir would sit back here. Of course, we got our cool pattern here on the floor, all the pews, all the candles and candelabras and stuff, you know, as best as I could make them in Minecraft anyway. Yep, we've got our entrances and exits here on each side that are kind of dangerous at the moment. And then we've got our city's flags color here, but I've of course gone with a cross design on these nice big banners hanging off either side, which I think look pretty good. And then off here to the left and right is where we'll have staircases. This is where I haven't gotten to yet. We'll put staircases. You can see this is an absolute mess of, yeah, I gotta clean this up so much. It looks so bad. But eventually a staircase will come up here and will be at the second level. And the same thing goes for over on this tower. Eventually there'll be a staircase over here, right? That'll bring us up to this level. So it's the same on each side. And then of course further up each of these towers will be the bell towers, which I also have not built the bell in here yet. I'm gonna do that for sure. But yeah, we got a bell tower here, and then we've got a similar one on the other side. Yeah, we come up here. We've got these really nice, I think, patterns and cross patterns that go up and kind of support the ceiling of the cathedral here. We've got some more benches. This is kind of, I feel like, where I started to get a little bit lazy with my work, because I wasn't entirely sure what to put up here. So I just kind of put lots of candles, lots of benches. Of course, we've got our nice windows that will have hopefully some nice views of the city once we get some more buildings put in. But of course, we've got these windows on either side. Yeah, that looks pretty cool actually from this side, from what bit of the city you can see. And then over here, we've got some more benches, and we've just got a nice little room in here, surrounded by some nice stained glass, which is cool. And then my personal favorite part of the cathedral, if we go up here and we go up through here, we are out on a balcony right below the massive tower, which I also did not do the interior going up to the tower. But as you can see, we do have a really cool balcony just sitting there. That's kind of hidden. You probably wouldn't even have noticed it just looking from the exterior, but you can access it, and I think it looks really cool up there, and just a nice touch to have to make this cathedral feel very grand. So I don't want to keep this video too long, but I'm I'm really happy with the way that this whole cathedral has turned out, as well as the whole interior. I think it has that very grand wow factor to it. And I think I pulled it off well. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back. And also, as you can see, I have get rid of this door real quick. Oh, get rid of those doors. I've changed my skin back to my original one, so this is what my skin was for a very long time, and I've just gone back to it. Just a little peasant skin. Oops. Anyway, before I break any more of the cathedral here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I have no idea what my next projects are gonna be, but I have a feeling now that this is done, I'm gonna just start working around it. I might move out over here to the shopping district and cleaning this up and making it look nice. I might move my attention to this side of the cathedral and putting in land and kind of figuring out how I want to do this whole area, because I really don't have any plans for this side of the cathedral yet. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna keep building it now that I'm in creative. Though I don't have much time per day to really work on any projects, I will definitely be able to get work done now that I'm not grinding it out on survival. So it's sad to see that survival aspect to the world go, but honestly, building and being creative is kind of more where my heart in Minecraft lies, and so I'm not completely disappointed. I'm actually pretty excited that I get to now take on projects like this. And you know, this only took me a couple days to build, interior and exterior, and that's crazy because this would be probably a several month project for me to do in survival, maybe. As far as designing it and everything, it just takes a long time. So yeah, really pleased with the way that this build turned out. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys will see me in the next videos. All right, I'm out. Bye, guys.